Hello, mathematicians. Today we're going to be learning about integers. More specifically, what are integers? Integers are all whole numbers and their opposites. So that means that integers could be positive, negative, and 0. Here we have a number line with some integers. We know that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, those are all whole numbers, but integers are also whole numbers and their opposites. So their opposites would be -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So all of these are integers, and on both sides we have arrows, meaning that these numbers can continue to the left and to the right. Notice that our positive numbers count to the right and our negative numbers count to the left, and 0 is in between our negative and our positive numbers. Negative integers are less than 0. They are written with a minus sign. So this minus sign before the number indicates that they are negative. 0 is an integer, but it's neither negative nor positive. And then here we have our positive integers, which are greater than 0, and they can be written with or without a plus sign. So integers do not include the following. They don't include fractions, mixed numbers, or decimals. So that means like numbers like 1/4, -7.5, -37 and 6 7/10. These are not integers. Now let's go over some examples and non-examples of integers. Some examples would include -15, -3, 0, 2, and 14. Just as a reminder, integers could be negative, they could be 0, they could be positive, they just cannot be fractions, mixed numbers, or decimals. So now let's go over some non-examples and explain why they are non-examples. So 8/9 is not an integer because it is a fraction. 4 and 5/7 is not an integer because it is a mixed number. -4/10 is not an integer because it is a decimal. 6 and 31/100 is not an integer because it is a decimal. And -1/2 is not an integer because it is a fraction. Now let's go over some real-world examples of integers. So we have the amount of money that you have. So that could be positive, meaning you have money. It could be 0, meaning you have no money. Or it could be a negative amount, which means you owe money, basically meaning that you are in debt. Then we have an elevator. A positive number means you are on floor 1 or higher. 0 means you're on the ground floor. And a negative number means you are below the ground floor, which could be something like the basement or a parking garage that is underneath a building. And that's it.